and good morning. Welcome back to the Prestige webinar series, where we bring you updates and relevant information to help to best navigate the growth of your business. My name is Melissa Analfo. I am the Supervisor of Client Success and Operations here at Prestige PEO, and as usual, your host. So this morning, our very own Alana Frischie is joining us today. So for those of you who do not know her, Alana is the Supervisor of Systems Implementation here at Prestige PEO, and who has also been overseeing the implementation of our newest product, ClearCompany. So today, Alana is going to be taking us through what our latest performance management tool, ClearCompany, is and how it works. So also, if you are a current user of Bullseye Performance Management, which was our long-time existing performance management tool, keep listening. We're going to go over what to expect moving forward, along with all the other bells and whistles that ClearCompany brings along. So as always, all participants are muted. We do encourage you to please use this Q&A feature that you should see right here in the panel. That way we can address your questions. If we can't get to them today, we will get back to you after the fact. But again, if you need access to this webinar, please check out our blog. It will be posted on the Prestige Perspective, so that's www.prestigepeo.com/blogs, as well as our Insights newsletter. If you are not receiving those, please let us know. We'll get you added to our list, or you can contact your service team who can help you along the way. That being said, I'm just going to pass it right over to Alana. That way we can just get into the good stuff. And again, send us your questions so we can answer them. All right, Alana, all you.
Thanks, Melissa. Good morning, everyone. So today we are, as Melissa said, discussing our new performance management tool, ClearCompany. So the first slide we have here is what is ClearCompany. ClearCompany Performance Management is really the industry standard in performance tracking and management software. It is a web-based software platform with an API, and it is fully integrated into our internal system, Prestige Pro. So, anybody that you have in Prestige Pro would automatically pull into the system as you hire and fire, things like that. Employee data does sync with Prestige Pro every few minutes with the API. So we would set up a shell of your client in our system, and the API would pull in all employees, departments, and their roles, and also any assigned supervisors as well if you do use that feature in Prestige. The systems team at Prestige would work with you, which would be my team, directly to implement and also support you with using the product. So we would offer that direct support. And the product would be configured based on your needs as a company, with the types of reviews, custom content, and surveys you might need in place. And then a view over here is just what the landing page looks like in ClearCompany. It does give you a dashboard with any goals you have set for yourself and also for your team, a news feed that shows, shout outs that you might, give throughout your company, and also any tasks you have over here. Alrighty. Our key system features in ClearCompany enables clients to seamlessly design, automate, and manage any type of performance review, including annual reviews, 30, 60, 90-day reviews, and 360 reviews for peer feedback. You're able to set goals for individual employees, and they're able to align those goals with managers and overall company initiatives. So it really gives a good, 360 view of, not only your personal goals, but how they're able to align with the company. It does provide performance coaching right in the system. You're able to utilize the system for documented support during reviews, so you're able to support those maybe you're promoting and those that maybe need more support. The robust review reporting will also identify trends for areas of improvement to increase your employee retention. And it also encourages employee engagement with company surveys and peer and manager shout-outs. And also just, goals tracking throughout the year increases employee supervisor engagement. So you're able to sort of keep tabs on where they are with certain goals that they have for the year, and also add and prioritize those goals throughout the year. And then a view over here on the left is just, those goals that maybe you have for the year and how you're able to prioritize and add new ones. Managers can also add goals for employees, and also receive notifications, for feedback on those goals from both the employee and their manager. Okay, and then it's just a couple of screenshots for a look at ClearCompany. So up on the top left here is really just an example workflow of maybe how you would want your review structured. And again, that would be completely customized to your company. But maybe it would start with an employee self-evaluation, a manager evaluation, some sort of approval from HR or director level, and then ultimately maybe a one-on-one meeting. So all of that would be part of the workflow until it's completed. This is just an example of maybe some content you would want in there. depending on if it's a role competency-based review or company values or both, which can be included in the same review. And then you're able to see what the employees scored themselves if you allow a self-review, and also any comments they put here, and then the manager would give their rating on the same question. On the right here is an example of the reporting. This is what's called a 9-box reporting. There are several different reports available, but this one is a great view to see, depending on the review cycle you choose, you're able to quickly identify your top performers based on what they were rated for that year, and you can look back on several different reviews once you're in the system for a bit. Okay, something else offered in ClearCompany are employee engagement surveys. So there are a bunch, which I'll show on the next slide, that are available, as soon as you adopt the service. But you can also create and customize your own surveys. So the ones that exist there are, customizable, but the default templates are for employee engagement, DEI, remote work conditions, and more. This will also help increase your employee engagement. So when you launch a survey, you can also report on those results in the survey, and that can be completely anonymized as well. It does also encourage diversity, equity, and inclusion through the surveys, and it fosters your employee well-being because you can have that anonymized mental health survey, especially in the current times. And then here is just a look at a couple of the surveys that would come with the system. So on the left here, the COVID-19 response survey. There's also a remote work survey, a DEI survey, and then all of those questions do come in the survey and are completely customizable. So you can sort of start with a default template and then change the questions according to your needs as a company. Okay. So we do partner with ClearCompany. As Melissa stated before, we did previously partner with Bullseye, but we have moved to this system. We do partner with them to provide a seamless implementation into using their product with our direct internal support from our systems team. And that's something where you're never going to have to deal with a third party. You'll always deal with someone directly within Prestige. It is fully integrated, as mentioned before, with the API integration. Single sign-on into ClearCompany will be available for both employees and managers. And as an HR compliance company, we do aim to keep all our clients as compliant as possible. So the best practice really for performance management is an electronic system that stores and reports on all your performance data. So adopting a system like this would be really beneficial so that not only you can identify your top performers that deserve recognition and possibly a promotion, but also those that might be struggling and in need of support, which ultimately will increase your employee retention and engagement. Okay, so for current Bullseye clients, we do have, some systems in place or some procedures that will be, addressing those. So our agreement with Bullseye will be ending in mid-April next year, and at that time, we'll no longer support Bullseye. Any client using Bullseye who wishes to stay with Bullseye would need to directly contract with them, but there would be no direct integration between our system and their Bullseye instance. So that's something where you would have to maintain it outside of Prestige. Clients that are heavy users of the Bullseye system at the moment that want to transition to ClearCompany sooner should really reach out to their HR rep here at Prestige so we can avoid any service gaps in your review history. Any appraisal history from Bullseye would need to be downloaded by you if you're using that system so that you have, records of those past reviews. But we would be able to adopt your content from Bullseye into ClearCompany so that, you'll still have the same review content and maybe even be able to add more to it. If a Bullseye client lets us know in December or January that they want to switch to ClearCompany, we would be able to get that up and running for you by February or so, and to avoid any service gaps for your performance system, so you're able to complete your 2021 reviews promptly in 2022. Lastly, there's no minimum time commitment, unlike Bullseye, to keep ClearCompany. Bullseye, I believe, had a 1-year retention, but for ClearCompany, you can discontinue it at any point. All right, so as far as implementation and the cost, ClearCompany is $4 per employee per month. If you add in the survey solution in addition to the base system that does come with the base system, it would be $5 per employee per month. There is also an initial implementation fee based on your employee count, so it would be $500 for 1 to 49 employees and $1,000 for 50 or more. And this fee will be waived for anyone currently on Bullseye that transitions to ClearCompany at any point in 2022. Fees for ClearCompany would be billed by us on the first payroll of each month, really as any service we provide is billed, really just on your first payroll based on your employee count. And the typical implementation window is about 3 to 6 weeks, depending on your needs. So, and the types of reviews you need and any surveys and content. But the great thing about ClearCompany too is it will be like very self-serve. So you guys will be able to, have your initial implementation and then continue to evolve and add things to your reviews and your surveys at any time. All right, if you guys do want to reach out for a demo, you will want to reach out to your HRBP here at Prestige, and they will submit a demo request. I would give you the full demo. It takes about 30 minutes. And then, after that demo, if you do want to move forward, we would start the process with you. And that would start with, signing the services agreement to agree to the pricing, things like that. And then you and I would get started on your implementation and customizing the system just for your company. All right, as Melissa mentioned before, there are online resources here that you can go to on our website to learn more about the company and also be able to review this presentation if you wanted to share it with anybody or review it yourself. And this is just the path to get to that. Alrighty, so any questions and comments that you have that we didn't cover on our presentation in the chat, we will get back to you individually to answer your questions that you might have on the system. Okay. And that really concludes the presentation that we had for today. Not sure, Missy, if you wanted to say anything else.
Yeah, thank you so much. So we have a couple of questions that are coming through. So what we're going to do for all of you who have participated in the chat here, we'll compile the questions. We'll definitely get you some answers here. And like I mentioned before, keep an eye out for insights. We'll continue to put some good content in there, but take advantage of the demos and the additional questions that might come up. So like I said, we'll keep this open for a little bit longer. I see some more questions coming through, so we'll keep it there for you to just keep putting them in for us. But as always, the blog, the Prestige Perspective, if you have ideas or questions about other levels of content that you want to see, let us know. These webinars are not going anywhere. But again, Alana, thank you so much. We're lucky to have you. And like mentioned before, we'll keep this up for a few more minutes. And otherwise, you have a wonderful day. We will see you again in a couple weeks for our next webinar. And thanks again.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.